Hey everyone, Piano Man Chuck here, back again with the Kawai MP11, Kawai's flagship stage piano. Now, this MP11 stage piano has 40 voices built in, and it's built into three different voice or sound sections. The sections are piano, which has 12 different piano voices, acoustic piano, electric piano, and sub. Now, for the piano, you've got four categories: concert, pop, jazz, and upright mono. Each one of those categories has three separate versions of those voices. And when we get to the electric piano, the same kind of thing. You got four categories and three different voice or samples of those sections. And the subsection, now you've got an extra one. You've got four voices and four variations on each. So let's get started with the piano section. Oh, and by the way, whatever you're going to hear me play, whichever voice that I've selected, and I play a sample, this is only going to be what the default sound sounds like in that section. You can tweak this to your heart's content. There is so much tweaking you can do with this, and not just altering the piano and all that kind of thing. You've got effects and reverb, and each section has effects and reverb. The piano and the subsection. And when it comes to the electric piano, they've added a second effects section and an amp section. So you can choose your amp simulation as well. And the effects, I mean, that's beyond the scope of this video, but there's a plethora of effects you can choose from in each one of these. Not to mention you've got master effects too. So let's get started with the piano section. And the first is the Concert Grand, and that is taken from the Kawai EX Concert Grand Piano. And let's see what that sounds like right now. And again, keep in mind these are all default sounds. I'm not adding reverb or EQ or effects, and I'm not tweaking it in any other way. So okay, so let's go to the second variation of the concert series, and we've got Studio Grand. A little bit brighter than the Concert Grand. Okay, and I'm not going to be playing a bunch of pieces for you because that would take this video forever to complete. So let's just get on with the third one. Is a mellow grand. So you can hear the difference there. Okay, now let's go to the pop piano section, and the first one listed is pop piano. I think you can hear the difference between that and the previous concert section. And let's go to the second variation of pop, and we've got a bright pop piano. And the third variation is the mellow pop piano. And let's go over to the jazz piano section, and the first variation is the Jazz Grand 1. And the second variation is the Jazz Grand 2. I like that, rich. And the third variation is the standard piano. And the last last category is the upright slash mono piano, and this is the perfect thing for like if you want to cut through when you're playing with a band. A lot of times the stereo pianos don't cut it. You got to go to the mono pianos, and that just breaks right through so you can actually be heard and be heard well. All right, so the first one in the upright grand, the upright piano. Second variation, mono pop piano. That would cut through very nice in a band mix. And the last one is the mono concert. And again, sorry for not playing full pieces or at least partial pieces, but we don't have time for that or this video would last forever. So just giving you a general feel for what these sections sound like. So let's turn off the piano section altogether, so now I'm not playing anything, and turn on the electric piano section. Okay, and the first one in there is the Tyne Electric Piano 1. Of course, the louder or the harder I strike the key, you'll see it sounds a little different. In the lower. And if we go to the second one in the Tyne section, it's Tyne Electric Piano 2. And don't forget, you have like modulation, which can really change things. And you can do that with just about any selection. And the Tyne Electric Piano 3. Okay, let's go over to the reeds. Reed Electric Piano 1. And if we add a little modulation. Okay, and Reed Electric Piano 2. And Reed Electric Piano 3. And Modern Electric Piano 1. Modern Electric Piano 2. Modern Electric Piano 3. Alright, and last section here is the electric grand slash clavinet. And the first one in there is the electric grand. Give you a general feel for what that sounds like. And the clavi. Okay, and the clavinet too. All right, let's turn the electric piano section off altogether. Again, we got nothing. We're going to turn on the subsection. And the first category there is strings. And we have 4 variations of that. So the first variation is the string ensemble. Second one is beautiful strings. Third one is the string pad. And warm strings. All right, let's go to the pad section. We have 4 pads. Here's the first one. And the second one. And the third one. And the last pad. Here's some ahs there. Okay, let's go over to the harps and mallets. And the first one is a harpsichord. Nice job here. Vibraphone. Celesta. marimba. Okay, and the last section is the bass section. We'll start with a wood bass. Second one is the finger bass. And a fretless bass. And the last, the wood bass and ride. Well, that's it for the 40 voices that are built into the MP11. And if you need more, you can add 4 other MIDI devices that you can control with your zones over here. That's beyond the scope of this video, but have other voices available to you through MIDI. And getting back to these 3 different sections, of course, each one of these has their own effects, as I mentioned, their own reverbs, and when it comes to electric piano, you have a second effects section and an amp simulator section. But what all 3 of these have in common, they all have an on-off switch, so you can turn that section on or off. So if you have 2 sections on at the same time, you're layering those 2 sections together, and if you have all 3 turned on, you're layering all 3. And basically, because you have a volume controller slider for each one, you can actually mix the best mix together of what each one's volume should sound like. So you want more pad and less piano, you can do that with these controls. And again, easily laid out here for you. You can split the keyboard on any of these sections to the lower half or the upper half, and maybe you want the bass on the lower half, a piano on the upper, and something in the middle. You can split it up however you want. This is a really powerful stage piano, and those are the voices. So that's what I wanted to set out to show you today, and hopefully this gives you some kind of idea of what the voices sound like. And again, these are default voices. You can tweak these to your heart's content, make them sound completely different than the way you just heard them over here. Piano Man Chuck, peace out. Thanks for watching.